My name is Casey Mers, and this is what happens after CCIM. Really was trying to pursue a passion of broadcast journalism at first, and then once I got here, I was really interested kind of in the business route more so. And from there, my path kind of took a little bit different of a turn my freshman semester. And that's when I found the Communication Studies program through the CCIM college. And it was the best decision I ever made. It took me a little bit to get involved, but once I did, it's really where I nested and where I was able to find my community and my networking colleagues and professors. The experience I had at Ball State as a whole was irreplaceable. I always talk about how amazing this college is as a whole, and it was definitely one of the better decisions I made. The Comm Studies department really equipped me in so many ways for the job that I have today, as well as just for working in the business world in general as a whole. I did the traditional 4-year path here at Ball State. And so from there, I had a short internship, I guess you could say, that took me from May until August. And so that helped me really gather my thoughts on what I wanted to pursue next. And then in August of 2017, I received a job opportunity here in Indianapolis to kind of be a marketing coordinator. And so I pursued that for about a year and a couple months. And I really learned a lot of soft skills, how it's like to communicate with upper management in a company, what it's like to have colleagues that aren't your classroom peers, what it is like to have a boss, things like that were really helpful. And from there, I kind of wanted to pursue something more that would build my hard skills. And so I knew that I was strong at planning and being organized. So I took kind of the route for project management, and that's where I am now. Since I've started back in November of 2018, I've gratefully been promoted once, which is super awesome, and I'm very thankful for that. And I've learned so much from a consulting level because I don't know what the path will look like from here, but long term, I would love to be a consultant on some level. I love where I work. The culture is one in a million, and my colleagues are just so welcoming, so loving, so safe. And so I love coming to work every day, and it's hard work. It is the hardest thing I've had to do outside of the classroom, but it's worth it, and I definitely feel like I've been able to grow. If I had to summarize my current work in even just a word, let alone a sentence, I would say challenging. It's something that is not the same every single day. And so when you don't have consistent 9-to-5 job, it allows you to really make it your own, but also allows for a challenge of what am I going to expect as I come in here. And so for me personally, I love knowing that I won't know what's going to happen when I get into the office. Although it's challenging, it's absolutely for the best, and it helps me become a better business professional and equips me really well. I love to wake up in the morning and really just give thanks to the fact that I'm awake and the fact that this day is not my own, and I just want to kind of surrender that. And so that's a really important thing for me. From there, I head into my workspace around 8 to 9. Thankfully, it's a flexible work environment. And then we go into the office, and from there, I am more at a desk job than most, and my hours fly by. So while I'm at a desk, I could not tell you what I do between 8 to 5 because it is just a zoo sometimes, whether it's accomplishing checklist items, whether it's putting out fires, whether metaphorically, obviously, or whether it's meeting with people to solve some issues or launching some customer experience programs. It is just completely different every single day, and it flies by. I can get off anywhere from 4 to 6. It just depends. Between Monday and Friday, my after work is just totally different. So it could depend on, am I in an intramural sport that week? So we would go to a game, or if I'm not in that, then I would have a small group session. If I don't have that small group session, there would be something of getting caught up on to-do items or lists at my own house. And currently, I'm planning a wedding, so that takes up most of my time. And let me tell you, that is no joke. So that's just a typical morning to night for me. And then it is a huge blessing to be able to rest my head at the pillow at the end of the night around 10 p.m. and I'm worn. I am my own worst critic, And I'm also my own, how would I say this? My own boundary. I actually just heard the other day in one of my mentoring groups the concept of fear of failure. And we really dug into that. And it's a huge hindrance of growth. And I realized after some analyzing, why do I fear failure so badly? I've heard all of these really great speakers. I've learned it in class of failing forward is actually one of the best ways that you learn. So that's something I'm working through even now, but it's really cool to be young and know that that's a challenge that I want to conquer. And hopefully one day I can be able to share my experience with others and really just encourage people that might be experiencing that same fear of failure of, saying, hey, I did fail these 10 or 15 plus times, and here's where I am successfully on the other side, and here I am to hopefully share it with you. There are so many moving parts. You wear so many different hats. And to be able to say that, wow, in a couple short months, I've been able to get promoted. And then as well as just to say, hey, I've been able to successfully launch, several different projects. This is a huge accomplishment for someone that went in knowing absolutely nothing. I'm really proud of the sense of while I do fear failure on one end, that I'm kind of actively figuring it out as I go of, hey, I still fear this, but I got to keep trekking forward. And I feel really proud of the sense I've been able to overcome that, as well as just mashing together all of my resources and putting together all of the things I learned in school, and just kind of remembering those little nuggets that you took away in class or that mentors shared with you of, hey, this really helped me, or this is how I really succeeded here. And then just actually applying that and then seeing the end result be, oh, I did do this, or wow, this did work out.